Kia ora, I'm David Chaston with 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz. This week at everything you need to know in 90 seconds at 9 o'clock with news. China seems to be on the cusp of bringing back its traditional stimulus play to bolster its misfiring economy. But first up today, there is more evidence US inflation isn't cooling as the Fed would want. A respected survey by the New York Fed shows that consumer inflation expectations for the year ahead increased to 3.3% in April, the highest since November, from 3% in each of the previous 4 months. And Indian inflation seems to be stable, but it is running high at 4.8%. In China, we're getting new promises of opening up. Sadly for them, this is just a replay of a tired meme and is unlikely to bring the benefits promised like the many other earlier opening up promises made in the past decade, which got them to the current funk. They need something necessarily big, and something big seems to be coming. They're readying a 1 trillion yuan sale of very long bonds to fund a stimulus program. It may not be the only bond issue for that purpose. And we should note that the copper price rose sharply again overnight, now back to $10,500 a tonne, and the peak and all-time high last reached in February 2022. There is no evidence this bull run in copper prices is anywhere near over yet. As is usual, it'll attract speculators because of the confluence of bullish demand, especially from China, and tightening supply. The sky-high regulatory costs of starting new projects has discouraged miners for years, who turn to consolidation until that pressure eases. The US Treasury 10-year yield is now at 4.49% and down 1 basis point from yesterday. And the price of gold will start today down $25 at $2,335 an ounce. And oil prices have risen slightly to just over $78.50 a barrel in the US, while the international Brent price is now just on $83 a barrel. Both are minor net US 50-cent gains. And the Kiwi dollar starts today little change from yesterday at just under 60.2 US cents. Against the Aussie were also little changed at 91.1 Australian cents. Against the euro, run changed to 55.8 euro cents. That all means our trade-weighted index starts today at just on 69.5 and also little change from yesterday. You can get more news affecting the economy in New Zealand from interest.co.nz. Kia ora, I'm David Chaston, and we'll do this again tomorrow.